we're going to hop into this one. It's going to be on Inferno to kick things off. And I mean, I understand that it was tough opponents they played against. You know, they Invictus twice, Vici once. They lost all 3 times. But TYLOO, it's TYLOO. They've not been able to beat a Chinese team on Inferno. Will it be today to change things up, to change their fate? I'm not sure.
Honestly, like, Vici are the kind of team I feel like came into that game actually caring, actually focusing, and they took them to all 30 rounds of 16-14 loss. TYLOO, I don't think they're gonna care. If they've even watched a Divine Vendetta game, I'd be quite surprised. Probably the only experience they have is with this team as Camel Riders, and if they've looked at the lineup to realize it's the same team, I would also be surprised. Like, you have to realize...
You're saying they come into this game like, who are these guys? Wait a minute.
Wait,
these names look familiar.
Yeah, deja vu. Have we played these guys before? No, but really, this is it's 2 things. It's the fact that they know they're the best in the region. That they... I mean, we saw them playing super loose even yesterday, or... well, a few days ago, last time we were on broadcast, but also because they've already secured their spot in the playoffs. You know, they don't need to care about this matchup, so we'll see if they have, though. I'm exaggerating it a little bit. The Divine Vendetta, quite a strong side, but Attacker, my god! Last time we saw him on Inferno, he was spraying down. He got 7 kills, a 4K and a 3K on spray downs. This time he's done it with a USP to start it off and really set the pace for Inferno.
I do remember hearing Blood in the highlight reel at the start of the day. Attacker! Oh! So a little bit of Arnold Shorts taken out. Yeah, I don't know why he came out. But hey, nice little 3K for him. Nice initial shots as well. And he goes straight up to the M4 and the ump going in for somebody on the other side. Though we see the Tech 9s. See the armor bought up into this as well. Looks like they maybe want to go for a quick B hit. And well, Slowly's going to be there. He's going to back away again, trying to play safe. Another flashbang as well to help them get in towards site. The player has gone around the corner. Slowly gets the first, but he's going to lose the M4. Now somebody's going to peek in. The smoke comes in. He gets overwhelmed on site. They get the ump. They don't get the M4, though. It looks like it got knocked away. But at least they're going to get a bomb plant.
Oh, well, Summers coming in with a nice little spray down, taking 2, and leaving Divine Vendetta to do a little bit more. Now, look, they're in a 2v3. A little bit more damage would be great. They've already got the bomb plan. Pokemon's going to go straight through that smoke. Good timing, but there's a second player there. An Attacker just cleans them up. you in someone's way there, Jason?
I don't know what you can hear.
Just honestly. A really loud beep of a car.
Because I mean, people might have realized on the stream, if they've been watching the last days, I look a little different because I'm actually not at home anymore. I'm over in Poland, working from my
facial
hotel room.
Reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, also known as a beard trimmer and a plucking of the eyebrows for me.
Oh,
in my case.
Very nice.
Yeah, hopefully I'm not in anyone's way. But what a shot out of Attacker. Look at that. Just quick little transfer. I mean, I think if there's any questions about what kind of, you know, form TYLOO were in going into this game, I think we got our answer out of Attacker alone.
Yeah.
Up to 5 kills in 2 rounds.
The last 2 rounds have been pretty damn good for him. But a challenge still awaits. Not in this one, but soon. Now, Divine Vendetta have gone in for a very mixed buy, and this early on, I mean, they'll have money for the next round because of the boost to your loss bonus. They're on full loss bonus, I think, coming into the next. So it's not the end of the world, but it is a little bit aggressive. I want to see some reward for it. And I kind of like it because of the damage they did in the previous round. If they manage another 2 kills even, that would be great. There's 1 already on the board. Cleaning them up with the SMGs, though. Summer's able for so much damage, but eventually goes down. And there it is. They've done it. Divine Vendetta in a nice position now coming into their buy round, where TYLOO are going to have to reinvest quite a bit. And especially on Inferno, because we could look at it and say, well, TYLOO at least get a bonus because they're forced to buy their rifles up, right? So they don't have to play this round with SMGs as they would have otherwise. But it is also Inferno. And this is a map where close range duels can be much more favorable towards a team. And so I don't think they'll look at this in a positive light. I think that's definitely, considering they're 3-0 down, a very good scenario for Divine Vendetta.
I think we should also talk a little bit about, oh, well, hold on, Attacker. He has his own mind. He's going to push up middle. No respect play at all. Couple players over towards stairs, and there's a chip. Actually gets ditched. He gets left. His Attacker gets checked behind him. Well, he pushed instead. He gets the first kill. The rest of his team has pushed up Banana. And now Tyke's trying to respawn, pushing second mid, but his teammates are gone. Lost out on 2 already. And Havoc's going to continue to push out of apartments. He could technically get in towards this A site and lock it down to allow the bomb to rotate over, except Slowly is actually maybe even looking to push the bomb because it's still stuck on T stairs, practically in T spawn. So they get the A site, but they don't have the objective. They don't have the bomb to do so. And I'm a little bit worried that if the rotation comes through with the bomb, Ezreal won't be able to get clear.
Yeah, this is a big problem. It's nice they found those openings. Havoc's definitely in a great spot, but Tyke needs to try and get back and help his teammate out. They've heard the scope as well. I think he knows DanKing is in towards Boiler. That could be huge if DanKing does decide to aggress on out. You can see he was thinking about it, but he decides to back off, slowly moving up through middle as well. This is a chance for a huge flank. Ezra, I'm playing the most passive game of Counter-Strike I've ever seen, but I love it. It might work out so well for them. There's one player spotted. They know the scope is there as well. So at this point, I think Ezram can just go up banana. I think he knows that that's a possibility. Havoc, I expect to go through the CT spawn. He has to take the fight to DanKing and eliminates him. Now they know Slowly was here. It's time to go B fast. Havoc just a little bit slow crossing middle to make sure he doesn't get peeked out and give the info. And now he's good to go. Didn't take the AWP, interestingly, but I suppose exiting from that position would have been quite difficult with it. Slowly could have been around any corner. Although Slowly will pick it up. Does he go for this now? Or he maybe even assumes they've taken the op? No, he sees it now. Okay. I think saving over the AWP will be the objective. And in that, Jason, we see the benefit of having got those kills. When we were talking about those last 2 rounds where Divine Vendetta took 2 kills each. Or, yeah, no, just 2, right? But the benefit of that is that it actually does put some serious strain on the economy with the reinvestments that had to come through. And because of that, the op is valuable enough that they won't try a 1v2, which, let's be real, any of these players on TYLOO have a good chance of winning.
Honestly, what an awkward round as well. And I like the play out of Attacker pushing. But then Tyke, I mean, so okay. Well, one thing I wanted to talk about last round was like who are the big players we need to see for Divine Vendetta to step up to have like a pretty solid chance in this matchup against TYLOO, and I think Tyke is definitely going to be one of them. We saw him have great success when he starts to, you know, get rolling. I think Davdov as well. I think he's probably been the most consistent player on the roster throughout all the matches we've seen so far now in these last 2 weeks. I mean, thinking back to Nuke, he's definitely one of their biggest playmakers on that map, especially because of his AWP. We know Havoc can op. We can see them, you know, maybe switch hands if they're not feeling it on the CT side. Maybe a double up setup could come through. So I would kind of hope not on a map like Inferno. But that round was kind of lost due to the fact that TYLOO got super aggressive, and then they didn't pay attention to anyone flanking from apartments. So a little bit of a mistake, but great capitalization out of Divine Vendetta. The shot's gonna miss out of DanKing, so he'll lose Summer. Almost lost his own life there.
That hurt, man. DanKing's been shredded on that one. Somebody now stuck back. Oh, I don't like the play with the Molotov. He stuck out way too long with it in his hand, but they didn't re-peek. Luckily giving him the respect. But yeah, that was really unfortunate for DanKing. He backed off. He was getting spammed on the corner, so decided to move further in, and then they spammed him through that. Double headshot him, I think, down to 7 HP. Another flash to come over.
Again?
Yeah, but it's going to work. Look, they're all there. The flash comes around. It's going to blind them, but they just spam. Already holding the corner, and it was an easy kill with somebody now all by himself. 1 kill's all you can really expect at most. And another save for TYLOO as Divine Vendetta get on the board for a second.
I think that flashbang, if that was thrown like a second earlier, you would have caught out so many different players. But then again, if they all do spam that corner, I'm not sure he's going to survive. And again, I think that was TYLOO kind of losing the round to aggression, right? Like they tried to force the issue, just like in the round prior, and they got punished for it. So good job by Divine Vendetta to capitalize off of it. Like we're saying, they get themselves the second round. Maybe look to stabilize a little bit, keeping 3 players left alive. Last round they had 2. But I'm still worried about the threat of Attacker with an M4 and DanKing with an AWP. Like, you can't sleep on those 2 players in this next round. You still have to be very cautious. And Divine Vendetta will still have to work to get that 3rd round.
Yeah, it won't be clean, that's for sure. There's a possibility for a conversation around a force buy for TYLOO. But, and that's just down to the map that's in it. And the fact that obviously they come in as favorites. And I think when a team comes in with a significant advantage in that sense, like the kings of the region, you will generally see them play much more loose. And that's exactly what we're going to see. The force buy comes out. Now, I know I said there was a possibility for the discussion, but I didn't really want to see it. I would much rather the eco come through. But I guess with the op, with the M4, and then the rest of the weapons they can get up, there's only 2 SMGs, so the disadvantage isn't massive. They've got full smokes at least, and scraps of utility alongside it. My eyes will be firmly held on that B hold, though. With only 1 Molotov in play, and it going towards the A site, those players have got a lot of pressure on them because they don't have the best of weapons. It's a FAMAS and an MP9 holding down this site, and I think understandably they're going in for that passive hold towards the B site. Ah, and Danking's dead. Rip.
And he tries to make something happen. Tries to go like JW style. Push up so far in apartments, and Havoc just catches him out completely. Again, not, as I say, not trying to go for the op. I think he's just going to throw it out the map. Nice. So smart play out of him. Completely takes that gun away that's been a nuisance and it's been saved over in so many rounds. Now the players towards B, they've under some pressure. They lose somebody slowly now, trying to play on the edge of the smoke. I think this position might be unexpected. However, they tagged him down 40 to 41 HP. Attacker was thinking about rotating, but they're really banking on the fact that they're not going to go B. And the thing is, if they do go B, they're still going to save an M4 in the next round at least. Or will they? I don't know. Attacker's not coming through spawn. Slowly goes to the peak. He's going to fall, unfortunately. And I mean, I would assume Attacker's just going to go for the save. Maybe he's looking for some kills. Maybe he's looking to punish the economy. And I think Summer's trying to push up for that op that Dan King lost, but it's not there. And Attacker gets nothing. The op's now gone. In a clean round.
We spoke exactly about that situation, but with somebody just pushing through smokes. And I think late pushing through Banana, or well, through CT to peak Banana, it's a little bit different. With the only M4 as well, I really don't get the idea behind that. Because let's put it this way. I know Summer's going to get contact. I doubt he gets much done. There's 1 kill at least, so some money. You can't harass them anymore. Let's put it this way, right? A 2v5, where you've got an M4. They haven't planted the bomb, granted. But what's going to be more likely to succeed? That 2v5 or a 5v5 where you've got the M4 and the UMP still, and also the T's haven't pushed forward. And you've got teammates to back you up. I think obviously saving those weapons is the best call, considering that they're on an eco in this round. So I really don't get where they've pulled that
I think if they're up against Vici, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I agree.
They would be like, no, we got to save this. We got to play more serious. And again, it's not really disrespect to Divine Vendetta. It's just more of TYLOO, #1 team in the region. They don't technically need to win this game to get into playoffs. And I think when we get into playoff time, that's where we're going to see the true power of TYLOO. Somebody, please hit this. I want to see it. I mean, he's going to get one and die. Oh, maybe not. Oh, okay, that was way too close.
Well, it's always embarrassing to get Zeus, so I guess it's a moral victory. Summers managed to grab himself an AK, and I think saving this is again the right call. Show off. Someone's been on the KZ.
Just gotta practice, man.
Oh, true.
I mean, I'll tell you this, like, it's kind of inherent, like, once you play CS to understand how the movement works with, like, you know, bunny hopping. But then going over to Quake, you realize you really don't know much about movement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fair. CS isn't a very movement-oriented game, right? It's slow, it's tactical. I mean, even the fact that you can't move and shoot. Well, obviously you can move and shoot, but you lose your accuracy. That takes away any element of movement.
We're not Call of Duty.
Well, of course, we're not Quake either. Now look at this. Gorgeous little Zeus to him. Pick up the AK. I mean, I've seen 3 4Ks because of situations like that. But again, it comes down to trading for Divine Vendetta. They're going around that corner with the first player. Not only is the guy that kills him able to reset his spray, let's say, for example, but he's able to pick up a weapon, swap to it, and get ready to fight. And still he's not peaked. That's a big problem. I've given him way too much space.
Let's be fair to Davdov, though, because he was the second person in line, right? He had an op.
Yeah.
And they don't really know how many players are going to be there.
No, of course. I think more so the problem is, why is the second person gotten up? It's also part of that. You know, you send your 2 through and get... I get the idea of having your op swing from behind, but I'd much rather him swing on logs and have 2 players with rifles push top banana.
Oh, going into round 8. Finally did it with the lead. Again, Tyke opens things up onto Dan King. He's been struggling. Only 2 kills for him. Somebody, again, is getting extra aggressive. You're trying to get the spam through the smoke edge room, gets caught. Looks like they did do some damage. I think that was, yeah, peeking banana. And I mean, the ball's on Sully right now. Just to continue to peak like this. They're really trying to keep the pressure. They even have Summer to rotate back in. Except as we can see, there's really no commitment out of either side.
Well, here we go. The peak up close. The swing has to come in. Oh my God, somebody, that was so fast. Davdov's down in a 4v2. The pre-fire on the corner, that genuinely caught me off guard. Divine Vendetta.
They caught him off guard. I don't think he expected to hit that shot.
I don't think he even saw, but the guy he shot, I don't think he even saw him. He just died. It's like, oh, okay.
He was baiting the shot, right?
Well, exactly, yeah. Well, I think he might have been even trying to shoulder peek up Banana, like, and then just died randomly.
Oh, but doesn't have time.
Got no teammates on it.
Confused why he did go for the bomb there when he would have had time to get it and plant. And now he loses his gun for it.
Well, he can be thankful he lost his gun before, not after time.
True.
Because that was quite easy to handle. They could have rotated a player second mid, then dropped into underpass together, and he was dead. He'd have no way to leave second mid. If he stayed under, he was dead because he got double peeked from either side. Even like in slow motion, that still looks like a fast kill. That's somebody got down bottom. And double up setup CT side. Okay, all right. Looks like a pug now, but I think that is, as we were saying, the mentality that TYLOO are coming in with. I mean, they haven't got enough money really to justify pulling out this second op this early on as well. I mean, we're coming into round number 9. Oh God, somebody stop it! Oh,
there it is. He said, "Somebody stop it." And Divine Vendetta answered.
He's just being wrecked, mate. Absolutely blitzkrieg.
I love it though. I love seeing like those nade stacks. I mean, that's them a kill, a crucial kill. Takes away one of the ops where they already have the double ops set up. Now they're gonna actually push back towards the A side. Attacker's gonna be waiting in pit. Doesn't have a smoke anymore, so the Molotov's gonna force him off into an angle. It's the first kill either way, and he somehow escapes from this. Oh, Molly coming through as well. I think it's coming down to Havoc here. There's a nice little lovely crossfire is gonna be set up. Even. Oh no. Someone needs to hit Weight Watchers. He was a little bit too wide for that pillar.
The booty sticking out.
Hey, he's thick.
Oh, he hit the floor, and next thing you know, Divine Vendetta are going low on rounds. There's 26 seconds left. They've got to get that planned. Havoc stuck up in the apartments, and he wants to walk on out to the balcony, get some rays of sunshine in his life, but unfortunately, all he gets is shot in the face.
I hate that, you know, when I want to go out and enjoy the sun and oh, I just get shot in the face.
Really sucks, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of ruins my day. They don't rescue the op though that they lost over at the B site. It's this nade stack though. Oh. And even the ragdolls had enough. He just goes straight into the wall. But Attacker again, well played. I mean, that first kill he gets slows down the push. The second kill does it as well. Even repositions nicely. I mean, they have the Molotov to force him out, but they didn't have the push at the right time, right? They didn't have the backup to actually capitalize off of that. Now we're seeing Divine Vendetta after, what, winning 4 rounds? Are now going to be on Eco.
No, I mean, they've already got the good foundations built, right? That T side isn't bad. Giving up 6 to 4 is perfectly fine. Attacker. Oh my God. And I think that just sets a perfect scene for how even Molly kills him. Because, like, so he peeks mid with a Molly out, fires it down, that's fine. He gets peeked fast by a Deagle, runs away, doesn't even make it around the corner, and then goes, nah, you know what, I'm going to go back and fight him. Like, that's exactly how the game's been looking for TYLOO so far. They're definitely treating this more like a pug than an official, but it comes back to what we're saying, you know, they're in a secure spot at the moment, and it makes it so much harder for Divine Vendetta, because we've all been there, right? You're facing off against an opponent that just isn't playing Counter-Strike. They're playing some weird, aggressive game. You see him peek, you're like, oh, he won't re-peek, and then he just swings out again, or maybe he doesn't even go fully back in the corner. And it's those unpredictable plays that just contradict everything you know about how an enemy behaves that really catch you off guard.
I mean, if you want to know how it is to play like that, shouldn't we just bring in Dinko and his experience up against you?
With his 0.7 HLTV rating, I don't think he can teach us much.
I don't know what's more sad, is 0.7 HLTV rate or the fact that you...
Tyke's 100 HP to a molly. What do you mean?
Well, that's
I think he
worse.
was flashed by somebody, so he didn't notice, but he just stood there. Sorry, what were you saying?
I don't know what's worse, the 0.7 rating or the fact that you, like, remember it.
Oh, I only remember it because I got a 1.15 rating,
Well,
so...
The one time you won at LAN. Out of the one time you tried, Summer gets a spray down to 2 players. That should never have happened. How does he get the second kill?
He was up close against pistols. I mean, there's just no excuse for that, really. Eventually, they managed to trade back at least, but that takes away a lot of the brunt of their attack, right? You've got one guy fighting short, Dabdov going back on 9 HP with an M4, and predictably, it doesn't end in his favor.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
2 kills in 2 rounds with the Molotov. That shouldn't really be happening at all here. Oh, he's... Oh, no. Okay, I can kind of understand how you die there.
Yeah,
it's like the floor is lava IRL.
Like, yeah, where does he go? That's unfortunate. At the end of the day, just good good mollies, good nade usage by TYLOO.
They're going to do it again. And they actually give that... Yeah, look, they almost do the exact same thing. They give it up, though. Alt mid's going to be the push. Looks like they're just going to pick up the pace and rush straight through here. I'm not sure if TYLOO's going to be expecting this attacker's going to be off to the side. He gets the first kill. That's Summer to get the first kill. Attacker looks to wrap around from bracket, and, well, somebody's still picking up kills here with grenade coming through into Pokemon. Down to the last 3 players against 4. And the push has been halted. Really well done by TYLOO to just deflect this attack. But it's not over. What?
Don't like the angle he was watching, though. That's a big problem. Somebody threw the smoke a little bit too late, pulling off the exact thing we were talking about earlier on. Dabdov takes him down, and now at 2v3, TYLOO had the man advantage. Now they've lost the site and the men that were defending it. Dan King's looking for an angle with the AWP, wants to catch one of these players off guard as slowly makes his way through short. They are split. They need to win their individual duels. The molly through doesn't quite land where intended. In fact, just completely cuts slowly off. So he can't push forward now, and those players on the site remain perfectly entrenched. Dan King gets lit, and I think a save call has to be made here, surely. They stick around way too long, but Dan King, he gets them both on a collateral. The round still won't go their way, but that's one hell of a punishment.
All right, I need to cue the production on an ultra slow replay there.
Yes, please. I was going to talk. So I still will. TYLOO a great banana control that round. Maybe we can see the start of the round as well in a little bit. Now we're seeing the late stage, but they mollied down both angles, then they naded, then they flashed around, slowly got himself up in the corner, and it was a really nice spot. He had an early fast flank. Look at this, though. Without X-ray as well. Boom. Through the head, through the wall, then.
Wait, so
gorgeous.
Does it show that you got to kill through a wall when it's through someone else's body?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. Well, that's
so you know
that's
it's a collab.
That's insane.
Oh, the push! What is that from somebody? He gets away with it. No. He's gone. He's taking 20 damage. How does that happen? How has nobody managed to return any damage? They've got SMGs, and they're being absolutely shredded slowly with a USP. Okay, yeah, they get dropped. They're playing super aggressive, but why wouldn't you after how that started? Mollied out. Dabdov is screwed here. Somebody takes him as well. A 4K on just a straight banana push. Divine Vendetta were caught with their pants down. They had no idea.
I have to cue production on the replay here. Oh, man, that was ridiculous. He runs. Here we go. He just runs straight forward the dog. He's completely blind.
Like, how does he get out as well with 20 HP? The second I round that corner in matchmaking, I'm dead. And yet in this game, he just runs forward, gets kills, walks away, no problem. Oh.
Well, we talked about there's probably going to be a lack of respect out of TYLOO, and we saw it right there again. Somebody pretty much going for the exact same spray down. Doesn't work this time. Slowly. It's still going to be close. He's got 2 players around the corner trying to protect the gun, and there we go, Tyke. If he didn't get that kill, I would have been definitely frustrated for him. You should be able to rescue up a weapon, and Dan King gets aggressive. The bomb. Going to be down in T-mid, and Summer should be able to spot this out. It's just a matter of he can stay alive and attack. He's going to catch Tyke from behind. Oh, he shoots it a little bit too early.
Oh, the Deagle onto Summer. Leave an attacker with 8 HP, and Not a whole lot of hope. I mean, at this stage, Divine Vendetta, if they win this round, they're up on 6. They're already happy with how things have gone. Considering they started by going down 3-0 as well, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they found any of these rounds easily, right? They were consistently against buys. The AWP was being saved over again and again.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
There you go. The 6 rounds secured. Divine Vendetta have done a great job. This half has been... Obviously, it's not an amazing scoreline for them still, but they've fought so well for it. They're definitely showing that they've got the potential. And as I said, these teams last played, it was Dust 2 that was 16-13. I think Mirage was much more one-sided of 16-6, if I'm off the top of my head there, but something like that.
Yeah.
It was definitely much more one-sided. So obviously, doing well on this map and still losing makes it pretty likely TYLOO take it 2-0. But there's a real chance that Divine Vendetta can take this and potentially at least bring us to a 3rd map.
I'm gonna reserve my my thoughts about that until we get to the second half of this map. I'm almost expecting TYLOO just to run straight through into bomb sites with the way they're playing the CT side. Attacker's gonna have 3 players actually heading this direction. Flashbang comes through. Attacker now being pushed, and we'll get the 1-for-1 trade. Danky switched over to CZ. He tries to pull off, I think, a 360 no scope onto Pokemon there, but Pokemon's gonna get the kill. He's alone against 3, no bomb. Yeah, it's gonna be up in apartments, and realistically, shouldn't have a chance to win this round. It's hoping that TYLOO's actually gonna get aggressive though. Push for some information. And there we go. Somebody will finish it off over from library, and that will be the 9-6 half. That 9-6 felt super weird though, with how some of these rounds played out. Like the Molotov kills, the aggression down middle of attacker, the aggression towards B spraying and AUG. I feel like that's just kind of an idea of how T side could potentially go now for TYLOO.
I feel like Divine Vendetta can be happy with how things went, but this pistol is very important for them. We saw TYLOO dominate those first 3 rounds, end up on 9-6. They've done their job. But for it being TYLOO, I expected a little bit more of them. Oh, the little dink from Davdov onto his teammate. That's made up for the lack of damage done by Slowly. There's Ram on another though. Oh, attacker. How's he always getting multi-kills? Honestly, just stop. It's ridiculous. Let's pretend we didn't see that. Danking with a clean 1-tap onto Tyke. Beautiful stuff. And now at 2v1. Havoc's got it all to do. A kid in his possession, but no armor. And that's really going to hurt him. If he had picked up that kid, it'd be a little bit better. But he's got to land both headshots onto Danking and somebody. And it's going to be a retake B because they're planting for free.
He's up against USP, so can't even use that to his advantage. Trying to fight from long range. Let's see though. Gonna peek around the corner, and he's not gonna spawn anyone out. And I like the way TYLOO are playing this, making sure to not peek out, try to go for the trade kills. I think Havoc will have the opportunity for a 1v1 though, up against somebody who rounds the corner. But doesn't matter. Somebody responds with a clean headshot. And TYLOO will take the pistol round. They'll take themselves a 10th round. I'm going to see it one step closer to pushing us on to our second map, which will be Mirage. That is TYLOO's choice. Honestly, meaning this is Divine Vendetta's. Again, this aggression, like I kind of like it. It seemed to work out at first, but Attacker getting the 2 kills just completely tilts things back in their favor. And Dan King, he took a lot of bullets out of his clip there to close that out, but eventually did. Divine Vendetta, I think they're just going to go for... Okay, it's a timeout, so they're going to force up. I was going to say. Should be seeing some weapons come out of them. There we go. On TYLOO's side with 2 AKs, 2 Galils. Summer maybe trying to decide if he wants to buy up a weapon or not. I mean, he could obviously keep himself on a pistol. Maybe go Mac 10. No, Mac 10 it is. So let's see, early peek out of Tyke. Go for the early nade, not gonna catch it really on too much damage. Initial banana control gonna go the way here of Slowly and TYLOO. As you can see, Azure just trying to hold a corner. Ezra, man, he's gonna keep shoulder peeking this. I mean, they have like a decent amount of utility. Like, I mean, he has a smoke, he has a grenade. He's got Pokemon there as well with a smoke, grenade, and incendiary. Like, I feel like they almost shouldn't be pushing unless they're just pushing for information and then backing away. Play out the time. Use that utility to your advantage.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Nade down, bounce pretty bad actually. Ezram not able to get the spam down, but lit him low enough the Pokemon's able to follow up. Good headshot to attacker. Taste of his own medicine. Now 4v3. We talked about force buys and their efficiency on a map like Inferno. Look at this play. They're leaving 3 towards the A side. I respect it. That is a very ambitious move, and they realize that they can't just sit down. This is a really good round by Divine Vendetta. That flank is on its way. It's going to be a little bit late, though. They have to start running. As they move in towards the bomb side, Pokemon tries to stave them back. The flank is almost there, and it takes down the bomb. Spray by Pokemon for another, and that's it. Honestly, so well played by Divine Vendetta, right? Because when you're against a team like TYLOO, they shred you towards the side, right? 1-for-1 trades. Pokemon smoked out. That's when I expect them to panic and rush to stack the B side. Leave A open, and TYLOO... I mean, honestly, if I'm TYLOO, I call for the rotate to A in that position. I would think, considering they left it so long, it gives another, what, 30 seconds before they pushed? I would think they... Yeah, it was, 30 seconds. I thought they would have rotated through the CT spawn. But that's why I'm commanding Divine Vendetta, because they stuck on A. So if TYLOO did rotate, they would wreck them. And then they kind of counted to 15 in their head and went, okay, we need to push mid, because they're not coming here, and got behind them. It was clean.
Into the next round. It's gonna be the pistols for TYLOO, and obviously with Divine Vendetta lose the pistol, but win the second, very needed. But somebody just pushed straight through the smoke. Havoc's gonna fall. They're still gonna have 3 players left towards A as rotations come in out of Pokemon. Najo's gonna be alone at the B site, and Dabdov. Oh no, he's gonna need a couple more kills in this. Slowly comes around the corner. He's gonna fall. Attacker's on low HP. He's still gonna fall. Dabdov gets a 3K. Might have saved the round for him, but the bomb's still gonna be planted. Still gonna come down to the 2-on-2 retake. Somebody has the Galil. He's gonna relocate himself in towards Pit, and Dan King with the dirty D. We look for anyone wrapping around from the CT side, and the flashes are good. The Molotov is good as well. Ezra tries to get on top of the box, but I think he actually misses the jump. 20 seconds left to go. They do have a kit. Dan King quite can't hit the shot, but he's gonna look for the first. Dabdov's on 4 health. He's gonna fall. Now it's just down to the 1-on-1. Deagle up against the...
Oh!
What?
That's some shot. Very quick connection to Ezram. At 11-7 we go. TYLOO winning out that round, and what a spectacular way to close it out as well. Back and forth, Jason. There's no clear-cut winner, is there? Not just yet.
What was that shot?
Still shaking.
Like, I don't know, and some of the shots we see now has been pretty ridiculous. Even thinking back to that spray down we saw, I think that was somebody who pushed up towards Banana, taking out Dabdov and T-Stairs. So yeah, upside is Divine Vendetta, they bounce back after losing the pistol round, but then they lose the following round. Giving TYLOO 11, giving TYLOO a really good chance here to take a 12th and potentially a 13th, as I'm expecting Divine Vendetta to be on a save. Oh, wait. Dabdov's rotating away, but Pokemon's rotating in. And they're gonna hear Pokemon. Yanking. That's unfortunate. Pokemon, I mean, he kind of rotates with Dabdov. Goes around the corners expecting that close, and then he pays the price. I guess Tyke didn't have the information, and leaves it all in Ezram. There's still guns to be picked up. I think Summer wants to potentially go for one of these. They spot out Ezram, who's... I mean, the Deagle's going to be nice to save, but it's not the best weapon. He gets the first shot on somebody. But still, TYLOO to pick up the victory. That's 12 on the board, and... I mean, Divine Vendetta, I believe they could almost force up here and buy next round. To some extent.
I think it's a rough call as well. See, in that round, they're getting just caught off by that early aggression by TYLOO is a real shame. They were set up in a great spot to trade back and potentially connect some rounds, but now at 12-7, what happens if they force buy up and it doesn't work out? Well, they're very close to losing the map, and we already discussed our expectations coming into Mirage. So I think they're probably going to take this one pretty safe. The timeout's just come to an end. And the Eco likely to bring it 13-7 and put TYLOO in a spot where, well, they're one buy round away from at least an OT. So you can see they've gone in for the Eco. I wonder, probably well, we see them towards Banana. I was going to say a rush mid. I won't pretend like I knew what was happening. But, okay, well, obviously they've got a flashbang. I'm only just noticing that now, so this makes sense. You've got Havoc playing on the site with a flash in hand. They'll throw that over in a couple seconds. They hear a noise bottom Banana, so you want to wait another 5 or 6 seconds. Let them start to move up towards the car. And then lob the flash over, push around the corner, and take him down. No more noise being made. There's the molly. At this stage, you think they're top. That flash is coming over. Yep. Now, I think TYLOO have done a good job. With Attacker throwing that molly and saying super passive Banana, they've managed to pull them down into a fight that's favorable for the rifles because they've got support. They still lose one player, but that's acceptable. With no one else pushing Banana, they now realize B is most likely clear. Split through CT. Davdov's going to have to play a... Oh, he's actually got a player on site. What's Dan King doing? Why is he there? Oh, no, Dan. You should have split B, but it worked out anyways.
Yeah, they get it. They close it out. I do like the play, though. Divine Vendetta, super smart. I mean, even like the molly onto, or the smoke onto the molly with the flashbang. It seemed like TYLOO were a little bit wise to that, and well, they got the full buy across the board for them. Divine Vendetta still struggling to get pieces to what they need. 2 FAMAS, MP9, 2 M4s. And they're still having holes in utility. I mean, you can see Havoc and Tyke in particular. He's going to go up for the weapon. This is almost a much-needed win here for them. And look how fast TYLOO are being about this. Slowly pushes up. Pokemon's able to get a sprayed on to 2. I'm not even sure how he got the second player in that one, or even the first at that rate. Pressure is going to work out against TYLOO. But they still have 2 players pushed in towards Palace. It's Attacker. And it's going to be somebody. Sorry, it's Summer and somebody. The bomb's still down in T mid, so I'm not sure what they're really looking to accomplish off of this. Oh, Davdov.
They have no idea that Havoc's here either. Spotted now. The 100% that's locked in. Summer looking for the follow-up as well. And never mind. He's been shot in the back. For Attacker, I don't really know what he does. They know there's 2 players on the A side. He's got 56 seconds, so lots of time to wait out. It looks like he wants to just take the heads-up duels. Guess he is known for his multi-kills, but not this time. Says Havoc from down below. That's 13-8 we go.
Yeah, big win for Divine Vendetta. Much needed win. As TYLOO are going to force back into this. Yeah, so this spray down, like, I'm surprised TYLOO doesn't die first. I guess he went for Dan King in the end, but kind of like a common angle to hold, right? I guess the flashbang was good enough to keep their crosshairs turned away. Now we're seeing the op out of Dan King. No challenge, unfortunately. It's 3 players over towards B initially. Again, not allowing TYLOO to rush up as they get themselves a deep smoke setup.
That molly down. Attacker shouldn't really be pushing forward on the back of this. You know they're probably going to make an aggressive play. That molly's missed, though, in towards the tree. They have more angles to worry about as Attacker starts to put pressure. He sees the player fall back. They now clear out top Banana. He's still being conscious, though. There could be a player tucked in, right, towards the sandbags. He wants to be a little bit careful of that. I respect it. Nade's coming over towards that site. They'll push in as a teammate.
I mean, they still have those 2 smokes towards B as well. And 1 flashbang. I like how patient Pokemon's being, holding his smoke is on top of this. 55 seconds left. I think the smoke he's sitting in was thrown around like 105.
You can see TYLOO there for a minute. We're hoping that the smoke in CT would cause Divine Vendetta to get aggressive, but obviously, as you said, Pokemon's standing there with a smoke out, so they're looking to play a passive B hold. That's going to be realized now with the smoke heard down there. They know then that it's a standard A hit they're going into. No flashes around the corner, but Summer's still able to win that duel. Straight up killing Davdov. The opportunity to split B is there, but they go straight in for the A site. I don't think they're going to expect both players to be on site. Tyke, oh, he's been spotted as well, though. That's such a shame. That flash was perfect from somebody. Blinded both players, but more importantly, really, Tyke started shooting, hoping to drag their attention so his teammate could find the kill, but instead they swung straight onto his teammate. And so that target selection from TYLOO was perfect as well.
I mean, we literally were talking about earlier on with Bren having 3 flash assists the entire game. And here, we already see that round with that one just working out wonders. It gives him so much information. And never would have known there was 2 players on site. Yeah. Now they want to hunt these weapons down, or it looks like Attacker wants to.
I guarantee if that was Bren, they would have went into site. Tyke would have probably killed one. Then they trade back. They don't think the player's on site. He gets a 2K. They win the round. Like, that's... Divine Vendetta probably would have won that round if this was Bren they're playing. But the problem is, and it's the problem we've been highlighting again and again, that teams in this region don't seem to use those flashes. Not necessarily they don't seem to use them, because it's... Remember, what we're talking about is flash assists, not enemies flashed. And I think... we see them buy a lot of flashbangs. I certainly see them throw a lot of flashbangs, and I see a lot of people blind by them. What I don't see is someone using that flash to peek, to seize back map control. I think the most efficient they've been is pushing enemies off angles, but even then, they don't seize the angles afterwards. So it's sort of just a, let's delay the round 2 seconds. That's essentially what it plays as. Nice shot by Dan King. Completely shutting down Havoc on top mid. And, but no, that's definitely where TYLOO come ahead. They're a better team. They've been right. This team plays a lot at an international level, at a European level. And when they play in these tournaments, I'm sure there's a stage where they got heavily punished for coming in and playing Asian Counter-Strike. And then they realized, we're going to have to play their game. You're going to have to play this, you know, strategically more so than the sort of big fish little pond. Great job by Pokemon. He seized it back to a 3v3 on that banana push. And now they've got a decent chance. The problem is, there's only one defender on B. And how do you react now if you're Divine Vendetta? Pushing apartments, apparently. Yeah,
with 2 players as well. I mean, we saw them do that in the pistol round, right? Flanking behind, or second round, they flanked behind them at B. Will they expect this, though? Will they expect actually 2 players in towards... Well, they're actually going to wrap straight in towards Long Dan King, though. In the meantime, he's going to not check. And he's going to fall around the corner, and somebody takes Tyke's head clean off. Down to the 2-on-2. They know 1 player's towards B, 1 player's towards A. They're going to rush straight in towards the site. Davdov needs to hit some insane shots here. Zed just going to back off, switch over to the op. What? I didn't even see him.
Yeah, the nade smoke was still kind of blocking it. Summer, he knows where both players are at this point. He spotted one over towards the library. He's waiting for that peek. He's just not getting the shots hit. Now they know that he knows that they know where he is. And that's it. It's done just like that.
Well, it doesn't matter if he knows that they know where he knows they are. They're still going to hit the shot.
I love it. Well, now we know that they know that they know that we know that they've won the round. And that's really all that matters at the end of the day, is getting rounds on the board. Kills, no kills, opening duels, whatever you want. As long as you're winning rounds, it's all good. And 14-9, Divine Vendetta are going to have to win a couple more. Let me do quick math. They need to win 9 in a row to get into overtime. Obviously, it's a solid... it is going to be pretty rough, though, right? Because it's 7 rounds they need to get themselves the win in a row, consecutive. There's no room for error in this one. Oh, Attacker. He's in every single Molotov. Drops a smoke down. Oh, that's beautiful. Little Gappy clearly knows the lineup forward, and it almost gets him a kill. Ezram, though, he was doing some sort of limbo around that corner. I don't know what that movement was. Just dropping down to the floor.
A limbo. Okay.
It was like the dolphin dive. Just swinging around that corner. But he got the kill. And went down to a 4v3 now because of the trade by Pokemon. A B hold with 2 players, 2 towards the A side. I mean, this definitely isn't the worst for Divine Vendetta. They've been in worse situations and still made it work. Especially as the player watching middle is the AWP, right? So they have that solidly locked.
Still don't want to count TYLOO out. I think Divine Vendetta still need to close this round out cleanly here. Because again, money's definitely hurt on their side. If they somehow lose this round, we're going to be on a really bad force up into the potential final. Flashbang's being thrown in. Pretty decent. It's still going to be the 1-for-1 trade down to the 2-1-3. Reinforcement is going to eventually come in towards C2 spawn as Tyke smartly backs off. Now down to the after plant. And they're going to know no one's coming from banana. All 3 players coming in from generally the same position. Summer's kind of left alone at the moment. Somebody's gonna have to rotate in to help out here in a few, and the smoke actually might even block him off. And yes, it does. He's gonna have to push through the smoke, but the Molotov will keep that angle clear. Flashbang in. Somebody trying to play around the smoke. Summer. I mean, they're running out of time. 14 seconds left. You're gonna have to pick up the pace here. Tyke gets the first, but now it's down to Summer, who tries to get around the corner to survive, to play out the time. And Havoc will get defused through. So 14 to 10, double digits gonna be reached here for Divine Vendetta.
Yeah, maybe the whole thing about Havoc's playstyle is being comfortable, right? He's got his hoodie on. It looks like a pretty cushiony hoodie, you know?
Cushiony hoodie.
You know those hoodies you get and they fit, they feel good. You feel like there's just a nice soft duvet around you.
Yeah, it's nice. Now I just miss my hoodies.
I mean, you're that sounds like a nice motorbike. You're over in Poland, but it's warm, right? I've only ever been to Poland when it's just ice everywhere.
It's not bad. It's pretty nice here.
It wouldn't be
Can't
hoodie
complain.
weather.
No.
That's the worst. See, the thing is, in Ireland, we have sort of hoodie weather, but it's more like hoodie and jacket. So we never get like nice weather to just wear a hoodie and feel okay.
I mean, it's kind of your choice to live there, right?
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
I mean, you could always move.
I could. Got
Just
a place
hopefully
there
not
now, though,
Germany. I don't want to be in the same country as you.
Don't think I want to live in Germany, Jason. I'm good. I'm good. I like my people. What can I say?
Okay. All right. 14 to 10, and TYLOO forced. Well, kind of a force. I mean, they can buy up next round anyways, so might as well buy up the extra pistols and even a Mac 10 in there. I've holding the angle. Been so reliable on the AWP. I was actually expecting to say that and he would die instantly for some reason. And Tyke, well, speaking about reliable, he gets himself a triple kill as they try to enter the site. And they quickly retreat away, realizing, okay, well, this one's not going to work. There it is. Make me look like a genius, Davdov. Thank you for that. And somebody...
Brought a knife to a gunfight.
He just wants the deagle. Just let him have the deagle.
Tyke ain't feeling it. Nice little spray from him. Another one more. Pop. So 14 to 10, 14 to 11, excuse me. For Divine Vendetta, again, they're pulling it back 5 rounds away from connecting themselves a map win. It's CT side, it's doable. That's at least 2 full buys, right? And a mix in the final round. It's not the end of the world, that mid push, though. This is a dangerous change of pace from them. They get the opening duel. Havoc luckily connecting the shot to Danking. Slowly he's able for a kill. The spray from Ezram was close, but no cigar as they go down. Luckily, Pokemon and Davdov are there to pull it back, and Summer's all alone. The 1v3 players bottom of mid are just staring at him, begging him to peek, and putting 14 to 12 on the board. Dude, the confidence they just displayed, straight rushing down middle in such an important round as well. That is crazy.
I mean, TYLOO did that to them too, though, didn't they? Remember the spray down we saw with the Yogg towards Banana? Just trying to use their own strats against them. And it catches them completely off guard, and you can see now TYLOO just back on the pistols. Divine Vendetta, they've got some decent bank now. I mean, Havoc's sitting on most of it. A little bit of a double nade action, Summer down to 14 HP. He's been having a great game on 24 kills. But the thing is, I feel like I've been hurt too many times. Even with just the Deagles and a Tech 9, like, I'm still not necessarily 100% sure Divine Vendetta are going to win this round. Especially with shots like that hitting.
Yeah, you say that as the one-for-one trades come through. That's always dangerous when you're up against the Deagles to give them that much space, and somebody, he finds a completely open space on short, catches the kill, coming in through the apartments, crosses the site, no punishment from the op, and now they know where the op is. They can punish him up close. Luckily, he's got support, the M4 swinging through, but Attacker, quick on the Deagle, able to get a double. Davdov's all alone, and it's 14 to 12. How has it gone so wrong? Of all the rounds, they dominated in the buy round previously. And now with just Deagles coming in, TYLOO are absolutely smashing them. Davdov's got a 1v2. The player on his right sees him first, though, and easily wallbangs him. Oh, my. 15 to 12. TYLOO on map point. And remember, the next one, their pick looks very, very solid.
I love how I prefaced that round by saying I'm still not sure. I'm still not confident Divine Vendetta are gonna win this round in plays like that. Exactly like that. Attacker coming up massive for them with a double kill. That perfect position as well in such a needed time. Now TYLOO back on the buy. Divine Vendetta potentially a last round here. This is a choice from them. A nade not going to be the most ideal start for Tyke. This is rough. I mean, the thing is, like, it's not like, oh, you know, how could Divine Vendetta let that happen? We've seen so many teams have that happen against them, and so many teams pull it off themselves. It's not too rare these days. Attacker, nice flashbang in again. Look how perfect that is. That a slowly attacker was for sure gonna die there. And attacker gets a second as Davda tries to retreat. Doesn't expect Ezreal to be there though, as a third player. But he's done his work. He's done his job.
There's a lot of pressure on Divine Vendetta at the moment. I think you can see it there in the spams going through. Ezram grabbing the FAMAS over the AWP. Alrighty. Obviously, if they do push B, he'll have to mow down multiple opponents. The Molly Herd Banana, I think, well, see, he can't even get his off back. It's inside that Molotov. But luckily, they're not pushing in towards his side. Instead, they're moving towards that two-man stack on A. The molly down from Tyke, 40 seconds left. It won't quite cut them off from long completely, but that smoke should. Pushing through that would be dangerous. I see Summer's already walking towards it, though. Looks like they've backed off. Okay, they've decided better of it. Havoc, he's got one. The spray down looked possible. It looked good. 3v3. He's tucked in the pit. They've spotted Tyke out. Same position as last time. So they were ready and slowly 180s around to take Havoc. This could be it with Ezram in a 1v3. Bomb planted. And he couldn't even see the player up on balcony. That's 16 to 12, Jason. Divine Vendetta made it.